Our winter trip to the Baltics was absolutely incredible. Finland and Estonia were fantastic. The beautiful architecture of Helsinki, the vibrant Christmas market, the shops, the restaurants, the cafes, all of it was just incredible. Just a short 2-hour ferry ride across the Baltic Sea gets you to Tallinn. Now the ferry ride was an adventure on its own.
Crap.
Once we arrived in Tallinn, we honestly could not believe our eyes. The historic architecture was magnificent, the cafes and restaurants were plentiful, and the Christmas market is one that cannot be beat. After spending a couple of days in Tallinn, Estonia, however, we headed back to Helsinki for the evening, and in the morning, jumped on a bus and headed to a very special little village to the east. In this adventure, we are in Porvoo, Finland, about an hour bus ride from the center of Helsinki. We'll talk a little bit about that later in this video because it can be a little bit confusing, which we found out firsthand, but we figured it out. We made it here. We're going to be taking a look at some of the historic architecture, checking out some of the shops, and obviously visiting the quaint but famous Christmas market. And we have arrived, Porvoo, Finland. Another city, another few hours. Look at this fun setup. Right at the bus station.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
That is super cool. $1.50 via card payment to use the public restroom. Something that people don't tell you about when you're traveling. Porvoo is a little historic town to the northeast of Helsinki, Finland, dating back to the 1200s or something crazy like that. Had a couple of fires, significant fires over the years, Soviet invasion of the area during World War II, but it survived and still has sort of this medieval layout and a lot of really historic, really super old wooden buildings, which is kind of unusual. Helsinki too had a lot of wooden buildings prior to the 1800s, but there was a pretty massive fire from what I understand in 1808. I think it had something to do with fighting with the Soviets or whatever the Soviets were considered in the 1800s, and a lot of that stuff was burned down. Something like a third of the city was burned down, so that's why when you go through Helsinki you see a lot more modern buildings or buildings from the late 19th century. So it's not that Helsinki isn't historic, they just lost a lot of the wooden buildings from the time period earlier than the 1800s. Just like Tallinn and Helsinki, Porvoo seems to really come alive at night. Not necessarily with foot traffic and people, but just with the lights and the ambiance. Porvoo has been inhabited since the Stone Age, I was reading, and became an official city sometime in the 1200s, and it still has this really well-preserved medieval vibe. Like a lot of the cities in the area, it sounds like Porvoo was burned or struggled with fires. There's a lot of wooden structures back in the day, apparently, but didn't burn as bad as Helsinki, I guess. And this cathedral is one of those medieval structures that was preserved. Once wood, burned, of course. I think burned by the Russians, or whatever they were called at the time. And then rebuilt with brick and stone. Beautiful. Just like Tallinn. Every corner you look here in this town, you have to stop and take a picture. So make sure you plan for several hours here if you are into cute and cozy. Because it's just too picturesque.
Christmas Day.
Certainly one of the cutest little old towns I've ever seen during the day, but at night it is pretty incredible. I'm not sure the video even picks it up. It is so quaint.
Look at this little snowman. I want him. He's so cute.
He is cute. Both of them.
Like, where is he?
By the way, it is Thursday, December 11th. A lot of people don't mention that in their videos either, so you don't have an idea what the weather's like. It's been unusually warm, apparently, and they don't have any snow yet. Generally, the area is covered in snow by this point, but we missed it and got just a bunch of rain. But the temperature is dropping, and it's supposed to be like a high of 30-something, 31 or 32 degrees tomorrow, so it's going to be chilly. I think the sun comes up around 9 o'clock, 9:30 in this area this time of year. Just for reference, it is cloudy, but it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Sun goes down pretty early. I think sunset is around 3:30, quarter to 4. So it gets pretty dark. But the good news is that a lot of these markets and shops are open well into the evening. So you get the Christmas atmosphere, the ambiance with the lights and the decorations in early afternoon, so you get a lot of Christmas feel during the day, not just late at night. Jessica's in buying something. She sees these little ceramic snowmen that are so cute and handmade in the area. She just fell in love with them and had to have one. She's excited. Did you get one?
3.
Okay, good. Very good.
And she's so nice. She said there's going to be a big art fair this weekend.
We're going to miss it.
I know.
We had lunch here at this place, by the way, pizzas. I think it's called Gabriel 1763, is that right? Bar and restaurant. Pizza was good. Wait staff was incredible. They speak very, very good English. Every shop, so warm and inviting. It's crazy. It's great, huh?
Are we going to miss our bus?
Oh, I don't even know. I haven't looked at the time. We're here on a Thursday. All the shops and restaurants are open, but the market itself was a little bit slim. There were a couple of shops that weren't open. The market huts, the market vendors weren't open. On the weekends, it gets a little bit more vibrant and hopping and a lot more busy for obvious reasons, but for a Thursday, pretty cool. Here are the famous red buildings in Porvoo along the river. They were used to store items like salts and grains and spices and things of that nature. Essentially like early day logistics warehouses. The rest of Porvoo has the larger city feel, lots of traffic, lots of people. You wouldn't know it though when you're in the old town part. It's really quiet down there, really serene, sort of isolated and insulated from all of this hustle and bustle. So there's certainly a lot more to do in Porvoo than just the little Christmas village. We're hustling back to the bus station so we can catch our bus back to Helsinki. But, quick question, what did you think about the old town, just the old town part of Porvoo?
I like that the houses were like uneven, tiny, little doors,
Oh, yeah.
like for little elves.
Really cute area.
So cute and quiet and cute. Oh my god.
How about the Christmas market?
It was, I don't know. I didn't really look up the Christmas market so much. I was looking more at the old town because it was so cute. That's why I wanted to come.
Yeah.
But the Christmas market, I don't know.
Well,
It was fine.
It's also a Thursday, so
It was a Thursday, and I was told that they have a big Christmas market coming this weekend. So I guess we missed the big.
bummer. But I'd say it's worth the trip for sure to come out here,
Definitely.
especially since it's just an easy bus ride. And we'll show them once we get back to the mall part how to get on the bus, okay?
America.
We made it back. I think this is where we get back on the bus. Pickup is in the same parking lot essentially as drop off. It's at this little stop, number 2 in this case at least, but they're all labeled this as Helsinki on it, so pay attention to that.
Don't go by what the address says on the ticket. You will go up a couple blocks.
It'll take you to a park somewhere in the trees.
Maybe that's intended. I don't know.
Okay, as promised, we're going to show you how to get on the bus to go to Porvoo. We got to do this fast because we're running out of battery. So we're at Campy Station. It's essentially in a mall. And I wish we would have seen something. We didn't see anything online as far as how to get on the bus to go to Porvoo. But this is a direct route. If you enter the Campy bus station on the street level, like we do here, you will eventually run into some buses on this floor, but those are local buses. They're not going to the area you want to go to if you're leaving the Helsinki vicinity. You'll have to walk through the mall a bit and find an escalator going down to the lower level to the long distance buses.
And always stay to the right if you're just gonna stand.
And here you're at the long distance buses. We made it back to our hotel. So we're gonna call it an early night for one last day of exploring Helsinki tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
The Porvoo Hall.
Look at the cute little wrapping. Oh, that's really cute. So I got this.
Stop. That is so cute.
Isn't he cute? Okay. And then I got this one. He's a fat snowman.
I mean, he isn't that, Mom?
Well, I think it's a boy. And then, oh my God, this one I was so excited about. Tiny little snowman.
It's just a baby.
Oh my God. Look at all those press.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. So, I got these, we walked by the window and I'm like, oh my God, look at that snowman. Like, I loved them. It was in an art gallery thing. So I went in and I'm like, I need that one, this little guy. Like, I needed the little baby one. And I'm like, do you have any more of those? And she's like, well, I can give you the one out of the window. So she did. She said that they don't have very many because the lady that makes them only makes a few and they sell out very quickly.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I know.
It was an absolutely incredible adventure. 3 very distinct cities with 3 very unique Christmas markets, but all amazing in their own right. If you're looking to go on an unforgettable adventure around the holidays, I would highly recommend Finland and Estonia. If you're there for about a week, there is plenty of time to hit both Helsinki and Finland and even throw Porvoo into the mix as well. We would highly, highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. We appreciate you guys watching very, very much. There's more stuff coming for the channel, so I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. Again, we appreciate it very much. We'll see you on the next adventure.